What's going on, guys? Let's go over the updated best players in each position. There's so many good players right now. In fact, there's even so many good evolutions that you can choose. And some of these players have been really insane. But we want to go through the best players in each position that you can buy. Players that we can use right now under 1 million coins for every single position. We're going to go through all of them and some new cards and my recommendation.
Are you sick and tired of losing FC26? Do you want to win more games? Well, you can come to my FC26 school series. Now, don't forget, we also have a Black Friday offer. That's 20% off. Enter the code Friday at checkout for 20% off. And don't forget, let's say even with 20% off, if you don't get better, we will refund your money after 1 month. Think about how much time you wasted going through YouTube videos. And you see, even on my YouTube channel, everything's a bit of a random order. But in an FC school, everything is in a structured format where you learn one thing and it progresses. So whether you're an elite player, a Division 10 player, or you never played this game before, you will learn something. We've got everything from the basics, the novices of gameplay, all the way to the pro stuff, the meta mechanics, what all the pro players are using, how they're using those through balls. For example, we've got a video on the through balls. We've got videos on first time shots. All of this before it became the meta. We went through all of this, and you can learn this right now to improve your gameplay. Now, not only are you saving your own time, you're also saving your money. For less than the price of a Nando's meal nowadays, think about this. How much money have you spent on FP points? Has a team made you better? We show you how to be good with the most basic and cheapest teams, because that's all you need. That is why pros are using players like Peanut. It's the most effective players inside the game. You only spend any more money on FP points. You just need to learn how to play the game. Links down below in the description. Don't forget, enter the code Friday for 20% off. And if you don't get better after 1 month, we will refund your money. So no guys guarantee. Links down below in the description. Patreon.com/NeilGuys.
And don't forget, you can use code Friday, still a Black Friday offer in Christmas time, for 20% off. Now, Shelly, I want to put in, so important for a striker. Let's start with the strikers first. She's got finesse shot, no low driven, but we know with the goalkeeper movement nerf, finesse shots, with when you got power on that, and her curve, although it doesn't look that good, I'll be honest, you put a hunter on her, she can do a bit of everything. She's got enforcer as well. I've used her. I really like it. The best of all, she's an icon, so she can get into your team quite well, and she can play inside forward on both the left wing and the left mid if you want to fit her in. Next door we got with Dembele. Unfortunately, he's still goated. I think for 500k, if you don't like a bomb, Matty and Cam, he's a very good option. I think he's very underrated, to be honest. I think people, they think that he's all right, but I think for his price, I think he's probably the best gold card inside the game right now. I want to put honorable mention of Di Natale. Now, I know it's an ultimate scream hero, I know, but if you like to use those finesse shots, he is a really good card. I talked about that Midema card, if you remember, but her evolution is gone. Like, if you had time, you can go ahead and do her for the low drivens. If you're looking for another low driven card, I'm sure you know about Pino already, but Stoichkov is another good option if you're looking for an icon that can fit in. Otherwise, another card is Paolo Futre. Now, he actually got 99 shooting. So if you use it with 99 shooting, it was a bit different. I think he's lost the 99 shooting as of literally a few hours ago. Maybe might have been in the last hour. But yeah, 99 shooting, he was really good. I used him, bought him, and then I sold him. I wouldn't get this card, but if he has 99 shooting and you use them, I actually prepped this player up maybe a few hours ago, but what can you say, he's gone now anyway. But another card I want to put is Endrick. So you're looking for another low driven player, and you want someone that's got the pace. I think it's a good card. The problem is with Pina, she is very good, and I think a lot of people love her, but I think unless you're like abusing her in that instance, it's very hard to find players that have pace. That's why someone like Stoichkov, Midema, as I mentioned to you, someone's got the low driven. Look, some of these cards are a bit out of price. We know that, and we can just filter this by price overall. We're going to come to a few of these, but you know, you kind of want pace, and you don't want someone too clunky. We're going to go with Padua in a second. Berbatov isn't too bad, but ideally you'd want pace for someone up front. So going over, and by the way, I use Melito. Nunez, not too bad as well, but a bit clunky. And then I want to go with Padron. I think she's very underrated. Liga F, I'm sure most of you guys got Bomb Matties, top tier players like that. If you don't do skill moves, she's 3-star, 4-star. And she has the finesse shot as well. Decent curve, not the best, but she can still score those finesses. I feel like with finesses now, as long as you got the power, I think it's basically going in. If you got the curve, better from outside the box. But inside the box, you got everything that you want. Then we go to Cam. So Bon Mati, unfortunately, she still ranks up there because the incisive play style is so important. the weighting of it is so important. And she's got the low-driven playstyle. As someone that joins into the attack, maybe you could argue the second best gold card in contention with Dembele. I would say very, very good. Bonmati still is for 200k. I want to put Toroyen, fantastic card. Only downside is he's a bit clunky. But if you like to play someone in that cam role that can win you headers, let's say you lob the ball and go for the second header down as a shadow striker, he's a good option. He's a bit clunky for my liking, but he's got the finesse shot as well. He's got the power shot, absolute tank. The only downside is a bit slow. And that is why I'd probably say someone like Hamsik would be my better choice, because he's also got the power shot, he's got incisive pass, and he's got 5-star weak foot, and he's 6 foot. So not as tall as Yaya Toure, I think is 6'3", if I'm not, it's 6'2". Not as tall, but I still think he's a very good card. I would say this is the better card, fits into your team very, very well. And of course, he gets the full chemistry as well. Then we go to Abede Pele. Now, the reason why I put him in, another good card, 5-star skill moves. His finishing is not that good. That's the only downside. But if you're looking for that dribbler, he has rapid and quick step. Quite hard to find for a cam, but he's also got incisive and technical. So a lot of these cards I'm choosing because of the play styles. Now we move over to centre mids. A bit of a budget. I think this new De Jong card looks absolutely insane. Incisive pass, ping pass, long ball, and tiki-taka has all the passing play styles you basically would want. It would be fantastic if he had intercept, but he doesn't. But he's a very good tanky card. You can put a shadow on him. You could put a hunter on him, but if you're looking for that centre mid, that 4-2-1-3, 4-2-1-3, 4-4-1-1, should I say, or 4-4-2, 5-star skill moves, if you really, really want to use it, I think he is a really good box-to-box. I want to put an honorable mention as Barella card. I think for a free card, this might be one of the best free cards that they've given us. You know, he's got all the main playstyles. Incisive pass, probably the most meta playstyle this year. Pinged pass, one of the second most meta passing playstyles alongside with tiki-taka. He's also got long ball. He's got the jockey playstyle. Jockey and intercept, arguably the two most important defensive playstyles. But as a sitting player, as a box-to-box, I think as a free card, if you're going all that way, he's a fantastic card. Abele, I want to throw in as well. She's got tiki-taka, finesse shot, and incisive pass as a centre mid. And she's an icon, and she's got the French links. It's a bit easier to get her in and put some players around her. Then we've got Marquisio, one of my favourite cards. Intercept playstyle plus. You can put him as a holder. You can put him as an attack. His finishing could be better. If you're going to be playing him as an attacking player, just put a hunter on him. But I really liked him. Not as a left mid, by the way. Purely as a CDM or a centre mid. One that's sitting, one that can go forward. He can defend as well. It's quite hard to find someone. Look, to get someone under 6 foot that's got everything, there's only one other player that you're going to see in a second. But again, he fits into any team. These Scream Heroes. Tonali, another good card. You guys know I've always loved Tonali's gold card. This year's gold card just wasn't, I mean, it was decent, but the pace downgrade compared to last year, I really like the last year's version, but this one with the pace upgrade, tiki-taka, and ping playstyle plus 5-star weak foot, absolute tank for centre mid. Then we've got Fabian Ruiz. I want to put an honorable mention for him. He's got tiki-taka, 4-star, 5-star. Let's say you don't like Reinders, but you want to use someone else that's like him. I think he's a good card. Look, I know Reinders is a bit expensive. Look, not everyone can afford the money, but let's say, for example, you're going for this card, 300k, and you want a cheaper option. You know, there's not that much in it. You could argue the 5-star weak foot, the play styles, they're very, very similar. The pace is a bit better. The shooting's a bit better. The passing, I want to say that basically it's not that much of a difference if you're asking me. Yeah, the vision. I mean, there's a few things. Maybe the curve if you really want to do the finesse shots. But overall, there isn't that much in it. Defense awareness, you lose some. But if you're looking for Fabian Ruiz, a card to link, then you got one. The must-do SBC of the week, Hasegawa. Hasegawa, what a card. Unbelievable how this card is only 80k. You know, Mariona, she still goes there with being still one of the best centre mids CDMs inside the game. Her gold card was exceptional. I've been using the gold card from day one. I've been using her card from day one as well. But this Hasegawa, guys, understand, 87 sprint speed, very, very good. 90 defensive awareness. You know what would only make this card just insanely overpowered? If she had the jockey playstyle. But listen, 91 long pass, 92 short pass, 92 vision. Her crossing, irrelevant. You're not going to cross the ball with a centre mid. Curve, okay. maybe for those through balls in behind, but you're not really going to shoot that much, so it's not that much of an issue. 88 stamina, 81 aggression, 88 stand tackling, 90 interceptions, 90 defense awareness, top tier agility and balance, 87 sprint speed. She could be used as a substitute up until, I think, honestly, March, even May, I think, when some Evos come out. But tiki-taka, incisive, ping pass, intercept, technical, low driven. She has everything that you want, and she's 5-star skill moves. Only downside, she's 5'1". For me, I don't care. I lose a bit of radius, but she's got intercept anyway. But at the end of the day, she's there to go. She can take as long as you want, but she's there to sit and hold defensively. I really like a tiki-taka playstyle as well. Greg, you want to put honorable mention in? She got technical playstyle plus and tiki-taka for someone if you want that's cheap. She falls into the CDM category is kind of why I put her in. There's not that many cards. Like, okay, we know obviously the obvious option being Valverde with someone who's got the pace. And I still think, as I said from day one, he's probably going to be up there for a very long time. But she is also very good. Ramirez still goes in intercept. Wish she had Jockey, but again, still another good card as well. The upgraded Valverde, if you got the money, you can just get the gold. My favorite CDM, Matuidi. You can make the argument that Essien is also there. Depends if you want the chemistry. It's up to you. Look, I would rather forgo the incisive for intercept than ping pass. And personally speaking, look, I get a bit better sprint speed. They're very identical, but the jockey play style for both of them is what's key. So it kind of depends. Essien's are much cheaper, but Matuidi get a bit better stats. But I think he is a very good card. Nemetcha, I want to put an honorable mention. He's got incisive as well, by the way. 88 sprint speed, put a shadow on, he's got the good defense awareness, and Hasegawa goes in for the CDMs. Now moving over to centre backs. Honorable mention for this guy. I don't think anyone actually talks about him, and no one has even mentioned him in their meta tier list. This guy is an absolute tank. He's got jockey, block, and intercept. Those are the three play styles that I look for on a centre back. Now, let me explain something to you. If I go here and I search for a centre back, and let's say I go for jockey, block, intercept, okay? Because jockey is important for when you're defending, of course. Block, of course, when you block those first time shots. Intercept for the interceptions, right? Look at that. There's only a handful of players. Now we're going to come over to Chiellini and Murillo in a second. But there's only a few players inside the game, and some of them are very expensive. But you see this Da Costa card. If you're going with a Bundesliga team, 86 sprint speed, one of the most underrated cards I've used this year. I'm shocked how he's not made anyone's tier list, or perhaps they just haven't seen him. But he's a very good card. Now, am I saying that you should go ahead and buy him right now? No, but if you need someone cheap, let's say you're starting the game now, it's Christmas time, people are going to hit the game, and you're trying to build a cheap squad, or you're trying to do some sort of tournament, you want a cheap player, get him in. Next to him, with Murillo, we talked about Chiellini. I would probably advise against him because of his sprint speed. I wish it was a bit higher and his acceleration. I think he's a top tier card. I think with the intercept, block, and jockey, I think he's fine. I would urge you to err on the side of caution as someone who maybe, if you're the kind of person where you know you get caught by through balls and you don't switch in behind, he's not going to save you. But inside the box, the guy's a tank, okay? He's 6'2", he's a tall champion, literally a champion icon. He has all the playstyles, jockey playstyles plus. Smoother silk in terms of a jockey. You can't get that much smoother for someone that tall. And he's got the bruiser playstyle. Area Fortress, everything that you want. Is Area Fortress important? It depends how you want to look at it. It depends. You're up against Haaland playing left mid, but that's not a story for another day. Timber, this is the guy that I think is goated. Jockey, playstyle plus, intercept, quick step, bruiser, pinged pass. For me, the most important, jockey, intercept, and quick step is so important for a centre back, because this is people don't know this. This is how you know someone who really understands. If someone says quick step is relevant for centre backs, it's not, because you get quick acceleration. Imagine someone beats you with a heavy touch or they take a skill move. That sprint speed is going to help you, that acceleration. So even though we'll come back to it, even though his acceleration is decent, you're going to get that better. I think the quick step, if I could choose, jockey, intercept is what I would choose. Block, quick step, bruiser, and area fortress. I can have those. The rest I don't mind if I don't have it or so on. But those are the most important that I'm literally going for. Like, just to give you a bit of an example of the defensive play styles, there's quite a lot. But these three I'm putting so much. Do I really consider side tackle? Not that much. Anticipate, overrated. I think it's nice to have. Me personally, I feel so. Maybe I think people who don't time their tackles that well, I think it's overrated. One of the best centre backs inside the game right now is this Dan Burn. Got jockey, block, intercept, and aerial fortress. 86 sprint speed. See, had his acceleration been 86 and his sprint speed 76? No, but his sprint speed is much faster. Top tier card. You've seen pros use him as well. And Murillo, I want to put him honorable mention. Could be faster, but again, another nice card. Quite agile as well on the ball. Now going over to fullbacks. Llorente still up there. Very, very good. His inform has dropped down in price quite heavily since the game has come out. Ever since November, he's been tanking in value. Hernandez, would you spend this much on a left back? Probably not, unless you're rolling around in a 50 million coin team. In my opinion, best left back, right back right now is Diego Dalot. Ping pass, intercept, jockey, quick step. I wish I had incisive. That's the only thing I wish, but to find a player that's incisive as a left back and right back, I mean, I've got Mace, but I think you're very, I'll be honest, you're very limited to, like, you know, there's a few players here, you know, Jordi Alba, if you did him. I mean, she's a decent card, but her sprint speed isn't, sorry, he's decent card for him. But his sprint speed isn't the best. The thing is, with a lot of these cards is you kind of want sprint speed on as a left back or a right back. Like Cambiasso is one card that I honestly regret not doing. I should have done him on all my accounts. I think as a super sub, he's a fantastic card. But everyone lacks that incisive, and the only person I did was Mace. I put in some evolution. I can't remember, but you might have seen it on my RTG account. Valverde still goes in. Alvaro also comes in. Fantastic performance yesterday, by the way, in the Champions League. I actually really like him. I didn't even know that much about him, to be honest. I've not seen Real Madrid play that much this year. But I think he's doing a very, very good job filling in over there on that left-hand side. But I think the most important thing is he's 6'1", tanky. If you're got jockey intercept, if you're looking for a tanky player similar to Llorente on the opposite end, you can go with him. And Di Lorenzo can also play centre back. I want to put the honourable mention of him. Not a new card, but I think he's very much still a very good card. Yes, you get better playstyle, 50k, 70, 80k. You know, you can't complain too much. And just wanted to go over some wingers. So I think here I put some filters in, and I just done it by. I'm just going to do this by GG rate. That's want to show you a bit of wingers. I think there's a lot of wingers inside the game right now. I think there's too many to name just 5. I think it would depend on what I want. So maybe I would want a finesse shot. I'd want a low driven, and I want incisive. When I look at all these, there's not that many options. You have Liao, that's about it. Maybe if you drop the finesse shot, you go like this. But there isn't that many options if you're looking for everything. But if you're trying to find a player that has the play styles that you want, this is what I'd recommend, is filtering them by like this. So let's say you're like, you know what? Let's say, okay, you know what? I like the incisive pass, and perhaps I like to use a technical play style plus. Consider doing a filter like this. There's actually so many different cards that you could use inside the game. Honestly, I think for wingers, you just want pace. Of course, that's the most important thing. But you want to start looking at players that have the play styles that you want. Obviously, you know, the Vinicius Juniors, the Mbappes, they're very, very good. The Salahs with the finesse shots. It just depends on what you want. So remember that. If you're looking for a player, I would say this time of the year, start filtering by what play styles you want. You know, if you know your wingers are never going to shoot and they're just going to cross, you'll be using whipped cross. You have to understand, best players in each position, at this stage, now there's so many options. Think about how you play. So I know I like to cut in. I like to do finesse shots. I like to do low drivens as well, but it's not the end of the world. And plus, there's not that many players available. I could go with a Barcola or Liao or Alawiran. He also got the upgrade and this card done at Evolution. But I don't mind. I like this, and I kind of like some tiki-taka, but there isn't that many players. So I wouldn't mind faring, okay, like this. And if I can get incisive, even better, but there isn't. So I'll go with, in my opinion, finesse, the one that I scored the most, and incisive. Why? Because I'm doing those diagonal through balls from a winger all the way to my striker that's making that run in behind. So always look at the play styles. So important. And don't forget, if you want to get better F26, you can come join my Patreon series, my FC School, complete structured format. Follow the structure. We will guarantee you'll get better after 1 month. Stop spending money on FP points. You know, people spend tens of thousands of FP points thinking that's going to give them wins. but it's all about gameplay. And guess what? Money back guarantee. If you don't get bet after 1 month, even you can still use the code Friday for less than the price. Now I should probably increase the prices, but less than the price for Nando's meal. And of course, we got all the videos. Let's say you're starting from a beginner, we got all those videos. And of course, we've got the meta mechanics series, timeless fundamentals. Whether you're a newbie in the game, or maybe you just got the game for Christmas, or you're already a rank 2 player and trying to get to that rank 1, you know, I think the most popular series we have, we've got gameplay analysis and tips. The most popular series we have is this meta mechanics series. So we got like the pro gameplay analysis. If you want to see those, see what the pros are doing. But I think this over here, this series alone has converted so many people from like Division 5 to like Division 1 to Elite Division. Like people who've been like on the cusp of like rank 4, rank 5 have gone to like rank 2s, rank 3s. People who never even got rank 5 in their life, being rank 8 players, have gone up just by watching these videos, implementing what I'm saying. Link is out in the description. Don't forget, if you don't get after 1 month, we will refund your money. So no guys guarantee. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace.